What's up, everybody? How you doing? I don't know what. I barely signed on. I don't know what's available or what's there to do. So I'm just looking at the moment. What's up? Why? Do you guys need? You guys want to see something or what? Yeah, there's not much going on in group chat. It seems like they're farming Sorrow 400. I should be doing some of that. Yeah, sure. What did you need help with? I'm available now, so I kind of don't know what I should be doing. I kind of should be farming, but it's a little bit boring, so I'm not really into that right now. If you guys need help, I can help you guys. What do you guys need help with? Just make some comments. Let me know. Wow, your sniper's pretty far now. Over 300 is pretty good. It's so hard to level as a sniper, that's why. But yeah, if you need help, just come down. Let me know you need a party, and then let me know what you need help with. You need to be 240, I believe. Not 244, just 240. And keep in mind, whatever you're asking for, I'm a servant. I'm not a ninja or a high wizard at the moment, so I'll really just be supporting you. But if you do need help, then I will be here, so let me know. If you guys don't come down and you don't need help, then I'll go find something to do in a little bit. Just give me a few minutes. You need to be 300. Excuse me. Hey, what's up? Yeah, of course you could come. Like I said, if you guys need help, uh, I'm here. The only thing is that, you guys come to me, let me know what you need help with, and I'll help you out. But keep in mind that I'm a servant. What's up? Welcome to the Pwn Network. How you doing? So I put up the channel art. I personally think that I rushed it a little bit. I don't think that it was... I took enough time to fix it, to fix all those little minor details. But, since drawing takes so long, I just had it up. I always offer a first come first serve basis. I am in S1 now. If as I'm partying someone and I'm helping them, you're welcome to join the party. But it would be whatever thing that they ask for would be what we were concentrating on. It's in the charger. Don't worry, I got it. We could run on empty, and it'll still be charging. But in case you guys don't know, I'm always on S1. Yeah, come on down. Okay, thank you so much. Cause there's times when I'm doing something and then you guys will ask me like, oh, can you help me level? Can you help me farm? And then I'll tell you like, oh, I'm doing something else. Find me another event. Well, this is the event, dude. I'm here to help. So make use of it. Now, if I absolutely must, I can change characters, but I prefer not to because I do want to play some. I want to put some time into my servant. It's hard to say. I mean, it's really which one suits you better. My Monty actually has a Vita inside. Yeah, bro, it's always S1. And so, while we wait for the other people to come, let me just kill some yardies by myself. Yeah, I mean, I got it, but I don't know which one's better at the moment. Whether Cerberus is better. But if you read out the stats to me on Cerberus versus Vita, then I could tell you which one would probably be better. Just reading those stats and how it affects you. But if you're talking about crit wise, then obviously one will have advantage over the other. Alright, what do you guys need help with? Uh-oh. It's always first come, first serve. What kind of party do we have? We have a servant, a necro, a sin, and a ninja. It seems like we have a party to farm or grind. Let's double check. 200s. Let's see. That crit rate is killer though. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Welcome to the Pwn Network. Yeah, can we raid? Yeah, I think we can raid. Alright, we'll do raids. It sounds reasonable. I'm sure that it probably wouldn't. Ew, Daijingo, I just don't like Daijingo at all. Alright, let's move. Mina. Alright, we all going to the raid. You can't replace Spin Shield. You can use, Spin Shield's the strongest, that's why. You could use, another weapon, another ad, but it's not as good as Spin. And I've had it. I forgot what it was called, but I had it. So we're gonna go over to Minaula. I will start the raid soon. To all watchers, if you guys want to join in the raid, SY Minaula, come in before it gets full. This is raid 200. We're looking for Sushin. When I farm, I tend to want to farm the most expensive items, and so since Sushin exists inside that raid, it is one of the good options that we can do to make a lot of money. Alright, so here we are. I have previous videos. I'll keep a mental note, Toshi, that you want the Sushin. Ooh, Force Helm. And so I'm gonna bring on my ult, which is probably necessary to do this. So you don't let me go. We'll start in a moment. I'm still getting the ult. Give me one moment. Let's go in and see how well we can do without my ult first. And as I sign on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? Oh, you guys are doing fine without me, actually. Well, that's why the minstrel's here. The minstrel's actually helping you guys MP. Woo! You guys did the raid in 3 minutes. Not bad. Alright, my my ninja has entered. I will also need to give away something right here real quick, so I'm just gonna give it away. Okay. Thank you for the party. Jeez. This is so bad. Alright, let's end. Excuse me. Yikes. Phone died. My other phone died. And I can't fix it. So I have to log on to another phone. Yeah, that's how I raid. Thank you. Hey, what's up? Yeah, sorry about the broken stream earlier, guys. Apologize for that. Yeah, you're in the right raid. I told you guys this. Get me to 2,000 subscribers. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I hope somebody gets a Sushin today. That'd be great. Yeah, come on down. You know, sometimes like when you least expect to farm or get anything special is when you get something super rare. Like I've had times when, you know, I asked someone to help me farm something and they don't really care about the farming, but they were just there to help me, and so a spec S drop for them. And if you guys have any understanding of how hard it is to get a spec S, I mean, it's just amazing that it just dropped. So you never know when luck is on your side. It's good to just roam around and do whatever's in general. Oh, was it? No, it wasn't you. Congratulations, though. Well, there's easier ways for me to make money. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like, I don't need to do an S1 Minaula raid to make the Spina. But S1 Minaula raid is the easiest way for all of us to make money. And so that's why I do it. Now, for me personally, if I need to make money fast, I'd be on my minstrel. My minstrel is super money maker. I'm playing Ninja SK and a servant simultaneously. And so my servant fixes the whole party in this specific map. That's why being in the party with a servant in this map is invaluable, because I constantly would give you small amounts of MP, just enough for you to do what you need to do. Because there's a time when Isurugi would drain your MP to 0, and even the High Wizard needs to have MP in order to MP. He needs 1 MP in order to MP, or she. So, that's the thing about the servant. The servant will use the potion and give back that 1 MP. And if you die, the servant will heal you. So it's a plus and a plus. You don't have to ever really worry about dying in this map with the servant, because you'll die and you'll come right back to life. Now I don't know if I'm seeing a glitch, but that's Mio. Mio shouldn't be here right now. Gankaku is out. So I don't know if you guys are seeing this too. This one might actually be bugged. Mio shouldn't actually come out until Sushin is out. And so the other day I wanted to talk to you guys that I was doing a live stream, and then someone partied me and then said, "Oh, you're a servant," and then left the party because he thought a servant couldn't help them. But I wanted to explain to you guys how a servant would help you. A servant doesn't necessarily need to kill a boss for you, because the servant empowers you to kill the boss. Meaning, you can continually try to kill the boss and damage him, and every time you die, you get brought right back to life, and it will repeat. And then you will hit him and hit the boss until the boss is dead. And so no matter how many times you die, you will complete your MQ, given that you can do scratch damage or inch damage. Now, this is the bug. You guys see what I'm talking about? And so we have to reset this raid. We all have to exit and we all have to leave. And we have to leave the group chat. I don't know if that works if we just have to stay outside for a few seconds. I've never tried that way. Usually we have to leave the raid. So we'll let Stealth handle it and see if he'll fix it for us. Well, what's the month? July? August? September? October? The Halloween event's not coming till October. I don't know which event will be coming soon. Alright. Yeah, is it? Oh yeah, sucks. And so I don't know if some of you think that I'm farming this actually to use Sushin. I'm not. I actually have Sushin already. I really just farm for high-end items to sell. And so, yeah, I thought it was very weird that they skipped Madonna too, but I think I can understand why. Because if they release Madonna, they flood the market with Spin Shield. And Spin Shield is so valuable. And so because Madonna wasn't released this year, Spin Shield is still very, very valuable. I mean, if Madonna was released, Spin Shield would be very, very cheap by now. But because it wasn't, that item is still in the 100 millions just to buy a Spin Shield S. And it's really, really good. I'm on Twitter. I actually got on recently. You can find PoNetwork _ at Twitter. That's where I told you guys to grab some free wallpapers. But do I like Facebook? No, probably I would never want to be in that. Would I want to be in MySpace? No, probably not either. But I like Twitter because Twitter allows you guys to know that, hey, you know, something's going on. Check it out. It's like notifications, so that's cool. It's my servant usually can heal people, but it's very hard for me, guys, because I'm playing dual accounts. So it's actually my ninja that's really playing. My servant is really just there to cast the bless. So I apologize if you guys see me stand there and not heal you. It's actually because I'm dueling. It's always on S1. But they're probably not seeing the stream. Yeah, I'm not very Instagramsy, but I might. Instagram's not that bad. I don't. There's nothing that I don't like about Instagram. There's a lot of things I don't like about Facebook. For instance, how Facebook mines your privacy. It's a real problem, guys. I don't know if you're aware of it, but when they sell you a service that's free, what usually happens is that they're selling your data and your information to market for money, and so you get spam, and you get all every basically companies know all about you. And Mark Zuckerberg has been known to just go test his things that invade privacy on its users without telling them, and then afterwards apologizing for it, which is, it doesn't matter because he'll do it again. So, that's why I don't use Facebook. I don't like it. And that's mainly the reason why I don't like a lot of social medias. But like you guys see, I'm on YouTube. There's a community here. So let's see how we're doing. We're at 17 out of 24 members. I haven't listed the most newest banner. I'll list it on Twitter soon, guys. The one that you guys saw me do live. It's gonna stay that way. It's gonna look like it's an empty bar forever, because I'm plugged in. Ooh, I like Orize. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, gotta get rid of it. Oh, congratulations on the meal. I just constantly have so much stuff. It's just ridiculous. I think this game needs cloud storage. That would be great. Then come on down and join. What's the problem? Mm-hmm. There's no passwords, nothing. It's open to the public. It's just watchers know where everything is. I haven't seen the re-up version. I think it might be good. You know, I haven't even gotten around to actually getting the Telus 2. Jeez. I should be testing that too. I'm a bit behind on my Iruna. Sure, that'd be great. Show it to my ninja, please. Cause then we can share with everybody what the stats are. I've never played Toram. I mean, I've been asked a lot, like, why don't I play Toram? And I'll tell you it's because I really don't want to do another RPG that it takes a while to, you know, get strong. And so I've been in this for years, really. And for me to switch, it's going to take me a lot of, many more years to do Toram. Like, if you guys ever see me stream or play any kind of games, the games that I'm playing, I've actually invested like a lot of time into. Ridiculous amounts of time, guys. So, it wasn't easy. And so for me to join or start a new RPG is pretty difficult. Because I have so many that I'm already working on. For instance, I play Firefall. I don't know if you guys play it. It's like a 3D, you run around in an environment, you shoot things, you protect, you work together, and you kill monsters and stuff, and you're in cyber suits, and you change it up and stuff, but, it's a whole different kind of game. This is all about magic. And that's why I do enjoy Iruna, because it has all that magic. Ooh, critical damage 13, attack plus 5%, hate rise plus 10, crit 10. Okay, so it's really high crit in attack, which is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good stats. Considering that you get attack and crit for any kind of, how do you say, swing hero? And to me, I think Toram is still kind of like underdeveloped. Meaning, Iruna got this way over a couple years of refinement and testing and fixing bugs and stuff. I don't think Toram has even, that kind of experience or history behind it. Toram really has a lot of graphics. I'm sure everything looks stunning and the gameplay is about the same. But the storyline and the epicness is I don't think is really at that kind of level that Iruna is at. When you actually go through the storyline, it's like the story of the 12 gods and all the areas and the land. It's pretty huge. It's a long storyline. Not to say that I was paying attention during the storyline, but to anybody who was, it is pretty epic. It looks really good to me too. Like I said, I don't have a lot of melee heroes, so I can't use that the way that you guys would for the Force Helm, but it definitely looks like a great item. And it's a re-up, so it's pretty much spanking new. Yeah, I am a little bit sick. I got sick today. I wasn't feeling well the whole day today. I was just sleeping so much. Oh, dude, I want a strike bow too. Okay, yeah, it's a bow, so I mean, it makes sense. It's for the snipers. I got you. I like it because it looks good. I want the S because it looks really good. Oh, I have a full party. I can't party anybody. You're right? That Takachi. Takachi should be farming for that strike bow. Sorry about all that noise. My phone's getting so hot, I put a piece of ice under it. I'm so glad phones nowadays are waterproof. You know, they say the level cap was at 350, 355 or something, but I seen like someone at 363, so it's pretty nuts though. From what I heard, the level cap was still at 355, but for some reason someone's at 363. Yeah, I know, but you know what? The new skills are coming. So if you're gonna come back and level up, you're actually gonna make it in time for the new skills. The High Wizard's getting Imperial Ray 2. There's a bunch of new skills coming for the level 300 pluses. It's just like recently, the Servant got a new skill. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going over cap. I understand, but I mean, it's so hard to just go over cap like that. So, like for instance, the Service new skill is Aura Espada. I'm sure the monk's getting new skills too. I know the assassin's new skills are gonna be OP. I hear so many things about how the assassin's gonna be strong again, and so Um, in order to do it, you have to really know how to go about going over 300, and that's like what kind of party are you in, where are you grinding at, and stuff like that. If you're in a class that's really hard, if you're in a class that's really hard to level, then what you would have to do is actually get some friends to help you level, because that's probably the best way, because no one will party you, right? But friends will. So you ask the friends to help you grind, and certain friends who are really strong will grind through it like nothing. I mean, they have to carry some of the weight, but it's okay, they'll do it. Just make sure you make it worth your time, that you're on books or you're on ticks or you're on something that will make you speed it up, whether you're on full sorrow, X tiles to boost experience or whatnot. But you gotta be on something, because then it will take way too long. Yeah, we all need to be 300 plus to get these skills, and that's why we all have to level pretty high. 200 something just isn't cutting it anymore. But do understand that it is easier to level if you've been away for a long time. Welcome back, Clorox Bleach. Haven't seen you in a bit, actually. I know you've been floating around in a lot of channels, but I don't know why you haven't been visiting me that often, Clorox Bleach. Yeah, a lot of things got released. That's why I like playing RPGs, because when you come back, things are different, things are upgraded, and the catching up process is pretty fun. Because 20k is really not that high, but that's the point. We are a network. We're here to help each other get stronger, make more efficient use of our time. And so I'm sure if you asked us questions of how to build a better monk, or how to go about building a better or faster way of building a monk, you get some answers that you may not be aware of. So I'll give you a prime example, right? My servant is brand new, like, meaning that's the last character that I built. Thank you so much for joining the raid. So right now you see my servant is already at like level 292, and that took about a couple months to do. So then you can ask me, well, how long did it take me to level my high wizard? My high wizard is at like 325, and that took about 4 years. So if you really think about it, they really made experience extremely easy now versus when I first started playing 4 years ago. So catching up isn't the problem. Getting from 1 to 300 isn't the problem. The problem is getting from 300 to 360. Oh yeah, it definitely takes patience. Well, that's what I was trying to say to you guys, that you think it takes a lot of time to hit 300, and then I would tell you that's not really as long as going from 300 to 360. 300 to 360 is another journey that's very, very hard. That's what I'm saying, yeah. So if you ever try to go 300 to 320, it's such hard work, right? And then, but if you try to go 320 and 360, it's like double the, triple the work. Well, like I was telling you guys, this episode was here to, I was here to help you guys. But it was a first come first served basis, and because they came and they didn't have any specific help that they needed, I decided to go raiding so that there's benefits. We don't waste our time doing nothing, and so raids always have at least minimal is raid box, and there's something in there that might be valuable. So can I help you? I can't at the moment because we're doing these raids. But I can tell you that if you were watching earlier, you could have been one of the early guys to ask for help. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all the money's always good. So if you guys don't know what to do, then just make some money. How did I place the Tapakura on my head? Here I'll show you. It's actually called the mascot. And you see head, that's a Tapakura. Oh, what? There's a new OP special bow? Well, it's called. I might need it too for my servant. Yeah, I don't follow up with the Japanese servers. So if you guys know anything new, I would be very happy for you guys to share it with everybody. Kill, kill, kill. Right, let me change the title emoji to a knife. That's always fun. Yeah, my servant uses spec bows because I have agility. It's a spec bow. It's only for agility stat players. For regular bow, strike bow's out, guys. So you know it's only fair that special bow gets a new bow soon. Because my servant uses Garibaldi too. It's really good. I don't know if you guys use that spec bow, but it's really, really good spec bow. Is it? I had a Dark Roar before. It was only average. I didn't think that it was all that great. But if you're considering that it's an element, then yeah, I understand. If you're using it for the element purposes, that's really good. But it's not very universal. Yeah, that's the difference. I didn't really like my Dark Roar. I got it as a gift, but maybe I didn't get it when it was brand new, when it was the strongest. But there was better stuff, so that's why I didn't really like it. Really? That's weird because I remember that the Dark Roar wasn't a bow. It was a throwing. Yeah, I perfectly agree because I've heard of Stardust before actually. There was other players talking about Stardust. But you know, when it's in front of my face, then they'll be like, yeah, cool bow. But when they're talking about it, I'm like, okay, it's still hearsay. But yeah, when I saw Strike Bow, you know, on the reels, I was like, damn, Strike Bow's nice. I gotta go get me one, especially a slot. And it's out, and like, you know, foxes isn't very hard to farm. I don't know if you guys farm foxes. Like, his ailments aren't as bad as some of the other bosses like Sorrow 400. You know, he's nowhere near as troublesome. So, you know, Foxes is a very doable farm. But understand that Sorrow 400's X-Tau is amazing. Yeah, see, so that's why I hate that. Only production. I mean, to me, that's BS, dude. The only way to get it is production. I'm so glad that I do have some friends that I know of that are actually in production. I think it might be worth a little more. Just because usually the materials are very, very hard to get. And then even if you got the materials, your chances of getting a slot is so slim. And so that's part of the problem, that when they actually do production and they actually try to get it, that they get a gang of NSs and they don't get the S until a very long time. So it drives the price up. Like, they think that they can get it with, one stack easily, but of whatever materials it is, but it doesn't work like that all the time. Okay, welcome to the raid. What type of production gets that? Let me double check. I don't do production, guys, so that's why I don't really like it. I don't really know it. I tell you, it's not chasing, because I think chasing does throwing. It might just be carpentry. You want to do alchemy? That's funny. I mean, it's cool to get gold nuggets. You get paid. It's just a long process. I think Iruna actually meant for people to do production when you're low level and you don't have a lot of spina to mix spina, because how that helps is there's materials that are very farmable for a low level, and so you can sell stuff and still make money by producing things. But like I tell you guys, it's a very long process. The higher levels realize that as long as you go higher in level, you don't even need to produce, and you can make money even faster than production could ever make you money. But then Iruna got smarter and said, you know what, there's only items that you could actually make in production. So it makes production have a rarity in which value drives up. And so that's what we're seeing with these new patches, where, weapons are only being able to be produced through production. And how do I feel about that? I feel it's a little bit unfair because you're forced to do production to get it. There's no other way. But besides that, it's good. So it's for anyone who's a dedicated production character, like even for cooking or whatever, that's their payoff. They get their reward simply by the fact that they work so hard in production that they can get something that no one else can get. Yeah, so when I did production, the only job that I really wanted to concentrate on was cooking, because I did like that a lot. Alchemy, maybe, but cooking was pretty cool. But then, like I said, you gotta kill a lot of things just to level up your production and to buy a lot of things, and it just gets out of hand and annoying. And I've also had it where production reset some of my levels, and I got pissed off. Uh-huh. I would definitely want to be in cooking. It's just because I'm so used to Intel classes, so having buffs and having all that is so fun because then your damage and just how you can manipulate things become a lot more interesting. That sucks. Yeah, so like it's a good thing that you bring that up. That different classes can farm great at different things. High wizards in general can kill a lot of magic class bosses, but they get murked or basically when they have to fight things that manipulate their MP or ailments and stuff. So they die with those bosses, but ninjas fight other kind of bosses. It's like every boss has its own weakness, so every class has its own strength, and so you can use that to your advantage, basically, when you farm. It's like Isurugi. It's really easy for my SK servant combo to farm him, but it's very difficult for my high wizard, even though my high wizard is higher level, to kill Isurugi. And then, but you talk about, okay, my high wizard can kill Sushin Mio like nothing, and then, but it takes a while still for my SK to do it. Former people, no way. I'm like still 50 away. Thank you for subscribing. And welcome to the Pwn Network. Ooh, butterfly fan, huh? I don't need an onigiri. Hello. It's getting a little bit early. The stream has been going on for some time, so I think it's gonna end about pretty soon. Maybe the next raid will be the last raid, alright guys? Bancho Muscle's HP is very, very high. The reason why Isurugi takes so long is not I mean, his HP is high too, but it's really because of his ailments and of his MP0 effects. And his stun, you know, so that's the reason why it takes so long for Isurugi. Other than that, his HP is very doable if he didn't have those problems. You know, that stun forces you to basically sit in front of him for like 3 seconds. But next round is last, alright? I always accept donations. No, the stream's still going. It's just, it's about to end. When this raid ends, I'll leave. Okay, sure. Alright guys, it was very fun. Thank you so much for the raid. I am going to wait for a donation and I will take my leave. I never really noticed this part actually. I've been to Minaula for so long, and yet I've never really truly noticed this part. It oversees the whole city. Right? Was this always here? Who am I supposed to invite? Oh, Tochi. Thank you so much for your contributions. Arigato, Mina.